You see this video today, we will do it. Always probably going to crop that part out, but okay. To create content. Can't I win? Cannot believe my mic wasn't on before now. Like I don't know. Oh, my dad is turning on the gen. Hi, my loves. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, creator Joy. If this is your first time here, what took you so long? And if this isn't, thank you. Case in point, right now, I am the most frustrated that I can be this week. NEPA, as usual, they are doing the most. My dogs will not shut up. But there are just so many things that can go wrong during content creation that if you start to reason them too much, right, like you're not going to create, and that's the honest truth. Most of the times what you just need to do is just settle it in your mind that sometimes you're going to be frustrated and walk through it. Take breaks, take long walks, listen to music, dance silly, but always make sure you come back because um you have to. I am a content strategist and content creator. I am Creator Joy on all platforms, on Instagram, on TikTok, and YouTube. I am also a social media marketer for different brands. I'm also a videographer. I create content for brands, for influencers, for different people in Abuja. I want to say that I have seen the good and the bad parts of this thing called social media and content creation. I would like to tell you the things that I wish I knew before I started content creating as a whole. This is going to be a mini rant session, but just all in all, I want that mindset shift for you that is a beginner, or for you that just started and said, you know what, this content creation thing is not for me. The amount of times that I have said this content creation thing is not for me, yeah, I can't count that because it's a lot. The mindset shift that has helped me through the years, if I had it when I just started, I'm sure that some of the processes, or most of the processes that I had, would have been way easier for me. Let's get into it, shall we? You have to be patient. That word cannot be overemphasized. If you don't have patience, build the skill. And if you cannot even build the skill, just try. As long as you want content creation to work, like content creation and patience, they go hand in hand. There's no two ways about it. Case in point, what just happened to me like some seconds ago. I started filming, like I had everything set up, and boom, they took light. My dog started being cranky. I have three of them just right outside my door, and they were making a hell of a noise, and everything was just going wrong. But I could have easily just packed up all my equipment and gone to sleep. But who am I doing? Do you get, like, I'm doing myself, right? Let's talk about the amount of abandoned accounts on social media. Amount of abandoned accounts on social media needs to be studied, and you can understand why. Content creation is not easy at all. It takes so much effort, so much mental energy, physical energy. It drains you, but at the same time, it has a lot of reward at the end, right? So patience in the now and patience in the long run. Patience in the now, as you're creating content, like different things will try you and test you, and you just have to have it at the back of your head that I am going to get frustrated. I can feel frustrated, but I need to come out of it, right? Don't allow it to get to you that much. Easier said than done, but at the end of the day, like, you just have to. A lot of people come on social media or start creating content with the expectation that they're going to blow. Yeah, that doesn't happen. And if it happens like 0.1% of the time. It's not a sustainable mindset to keep at the back of your head that you are going to blow once you enter social media, right? You have to have patience. Create content like one person is watching you, and create content for that person. I can tell you for free that the results will come, which brings me to my next point. Your journey isn't going to be the same as anyone else's. I'll need you to let that sink in. And while it's very normal, very valid to compare yourself with other creators on social media, on each platform, trust me, the comparison will come. The jealousy, in quotes, will come. You will find yourself thinking, I am doing everything this person is doing. What is wrong with me? You will find yourself saying that, but I need you to understand that you need to snap out of it. So your journey is not going to be the same as others. Different people have different things working for them. You could apply all the strategies, all the right strategies in place for your Instagram, for your YouTube, for your social media, and still not see as racy results as speedy results as the next person would. Now, that could be based on a host of things. It could be because of maybe your personality is not as bubbly as the other. Maybe the person is even outsourcing. I find that out a lot. Like some people have money, like you have money enough to outsource. What I mean by that is maybe on YouTube, let's use a YouTube platform, right? I ask someone else to do my YouTube thumbnail. I ask someone else to do the editing of my video. All I literally need to do is film that video. And you could find that that type of creator is more consistent than maybe someone like me who is doing everything. It's like it is unrealistic to think that I am going to be as consistent as the other creator, right? Don't allow that get to you. I wish someone told me that the platforms are different. TikTok encourages extremity, Instagram encourages consistency. What I mean by that is people are extreme on TikTok. You could see an extremely stupid person thriving on TikTok, and you that is actually giving value and actually doing stuff that people need in their lives won't be thriving as much as the next person on TikTok. You could see an extremely silly person or an extremely funny person thriving on TikTok. You could see an extremely giggly person. Like TikTok encourages extremity. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be yourself on TikTok. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that people that thrive on it, if you take a look at, the number of people that thrive on TikTok, it is based on, how they push so hard in their personality, in what they do. And me, on the other hand, that isn't the most bubbly person on earth, right? I might be doing all the right things on TikTok, but if I'm not as consistent, or if I'm not adding like way more energy than I should, I might not grow as fast as the next person. Instagram encourages consistency and recency. You would discover that Instagram likes when people are always on the app, always creating on the app, and they push those type of videos forward. And now this is one out of the many strategies for Instagram. So don't just take this one and say, okay, because once I start creating consistently on Instagram, I'm going to try. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. And that's another thing I wish I knew as a content creator. I wish I knew that I could keep on going, and the results would come. There are so many times I, sat myself down and said, you know what, Joy, this social media thing, forget about it. It's not for you. It's just, don't worry about it. I wish someone, just passed me at the back and told me that, just keep doing what you're doing. It sounds so silly to say just keep doing what you're doing, but at the end of the day, what other option do you have? Like, I literally didn't have any other option than to keep going. The only way you can go is up. Do you get? I wish someone told me that I could start from where I was. You don't necessarily need to invest all the money in creating content. But my dear, come closer. What you will need to invest in is your time. If you don't invest money in content creation, we'll pay that up in time. Time in learning, time in getting resources to make you understand the platform, and time in actually creating the content. You'll just have to. Whatever that sounds like for you, just know that you're going to invest your time in it. Schedule more time for creating content. Don't just think of content creation as something you do on the side. The way you treat your job, or the way you treat a career, like a serious career, treat content creation as so. Delegate time to creating content, delegate time to editing your videos, delegate time to planning for your videos, delegate time to everything. I wish I started with this, but I mean, I wish someone just let me know that you cannot rely on motivation. Let me say that again in case you didn't hear me. You can't rely on motivation, my dear. Half of the time, less than half of the time, you will not be motivated. Like, you just have to be so disciplined on social media with creating content. That discipline that is going to help you when the going gets tough. And my dear, it is tough. It is tough. Now, that discipline might not come so easily to you. You need to learn how to cultivate that discipline for yourself. You have to figure out a way to do the work even when you don't feel like it. I wish someone taught me that, okay, when you don't feel like creating content, go and have your bath. Personally, when I have my bath, whether I'm hot or not or anything, when I have my bath, like, my energy increases for some reason. So once I found that out, I just found that when I'm feeling lazy all day, I just go and take a shower, and it helps me. Another thing that helps me personally would be to dance. So I play on music and start dancing, and that increases my energy levels. You have to find a way to amp up your energy. Let that discipline be the one to allow you run with content creation. If you just create content when you feel like it, my dear, you will not be creating content, because in this particular industry, in creating content, whether it's for your business, whether it's for your personal brand, whether it's for the next person, you cannot rely on being motivated, because half of the time there is no inspiration, there is no motivation. You just have to get the job done. That doesn't mean that you should create content in a forceful way. If I'm creating content in a forceful way and not in a natural way, like, you can tell, people can tell when you're being forced to create content. So just make sure, first of all, you capitalize on your highest energies, and also make sure that try to naturally bring your energy up, and don't be so forced. If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it, rest, take breaks. Content creation is not do or die. The social media platform will be waiting for you when you're done sulking in bed. At the end of the day, you have to create that content. Content creation isn't easy. And the craziest part is that the amount of creators that are coming out now are, like, there are so many amazing creators out there. So sometimes you might find yourself thinking, what am I really doing in this space? Like, what do I want to do that no one else has seen? I wish someone told me that no matter what, like, you have something to offer. That's the cringiest thing I can think of saying right now, but it's the truest thing too. Nobody can create content like you can. If you have something to show social media, do it, my babe. Okay? Do it. Do not worry about the next person. Drown out that noise. You have to develop some sort of thick skin when creating content, because you will find yourself just saying, who sent me? Once those kind of thoughts start coming to your head, acknowledge the fact that maybe you're feeling frustrated and overwhelmed at the time. Take breaks, take care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself, if you are burning yourself out, like, it just can't work with content creation. Amidst all the noise, amidst all the pain, amidst all the frustration, take breaks. I promise the results will come. I want to say that I saved the best for the last, but take everything that I have said. But the last, and definitely not the least thing I wish I knew when I became a content creator, was that I can never be perfect. Perfectionism is a killer of content creation. It's your worst enemy. All you owe to yourself is to practice. I cringe at my first YouTube video. The background was crazy bad. There were so many colors happening. I was so tense. I was so nervous. At the end of the day, I feel like I just understood that I can't be perfect, and I just need to show up. The amount of retakes, when you're trying to create like a video content, right, and you're retaking, oh yeah, this isn't good enough, and then you retake again, yeah, this isn't good enough, and then you retake again, and you keep retaking. That drains you. It drains you, and at the end of the day, when you find that perfect clip, it's not as perfect as it should have been, and it definitely isn't as natural as it should have been. Acknowledge that you cannot be perfect, and you will get better as long as you're practicing, right? I'm not saying that you will stay idle, not do anything whatsoever, and you expect to grow or improve. Yeah, my dear, that's not going to happen. But as long as you're practicing, you'll keep seeing the faults in your previous video, and you keep, trying to improve on them. You cannot see the faults in your previous video if you're not creating your previous video. Do you understand? Perfectionism is going to be the bane of your existence. It's going to be there. It's going to be staring you in the face, telling you that your video isn't good enough, the whatever you created isn't good enough. Once it's something that you enjoy, it's worth it. These are the things that I wish I knew before becoming a content creator, and I strongly believe that these mindset shifts have built my thick skin, or so to speak, on social media with content creation so much that it helps me better now. If you enjoyed this video, if any of the points that I said throughout this video helped you in a way, or you resonated with anything at all, don't forget to like this video, say what resonated with you in the comment section, and please subscribe. Enjoy doing this, and I want to help the next beginner with content creation, and hold his hand, and tell him that it's going to be fine, because, my dear, I am nowhere close to where I want to be. I cannot dispute the fact that I am not where I was. I can only say that that is because, I've been showing up. So I want to help the next person to show up I miss the noise, I miss the pain, I miss the frustration, and I hope that it'll help you. So, like I said, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be creating lots of videos like this, and yeah, bye.